Before Poseidon ruled the vast and unpredictable seas, his story began in a most unlikely and grim place, his father's stomach, a prison of darkness and silence. Born to the mighty titans Cronus and Rhea, Poseidon's arrival should have been celebrated with grandeur and joy, a moment worthy of the gods. But Cronus, haunted by a chilling prophecy that foretold his children would one day rise up and overthrow him, was consumed by fear. In a desperate attempt to prevent his downfall, he swallowed each newborn whole, one after another. Hestia, Demeter, Hera, Hades, all were devoured, their divine potential snuffed out before it could even begin to shine. Then came Poseidon, who joined his siblings in the suffocating darkness, trapped in a living tomb, their cries unheard. Gods cannot die, so they simply waited, powerless and suspended in time, longing for freedom and the world they had never seen. Their mother Rhea, heartbroken and desperate, finally found the courage to rebel against Cronus's cruelty. When Zeus was born, she devised a clever plan. She tricked Cronus with a swaddled stone, passing it off as her newborn son, and hid Zeus away, saving her youngest from a terrible fate. Zeus grew up in secret, nurtured by nymphs and protected by the earth itself, destined to change everything for his family and the world. When the time was right, Zeus returned, bold and determined, and forced Cronus to disgorge his children, unleashing the gods he had tried so hard to contain. Out tumbled the stone, then Hades, Poseidon, Hera, Demeter, and Hestia. No longer helpless infants, but fully grown and furious, their power finally unleashed. Poseidon emerged into the world, not as a child, but as a formidable god, ready to claim his place and fight for his destiny. The stage was set for a cosmic war, a battle so fierce it would shake the very foundations of the universe and echo through eternity. Poseidon, once a prisoner in darkness, was now a force to be reckoned with, his spirit unbroken, and his resolve stronger than ever. The Olympians, united at last, would soon challenge the old order, daring to confront the Titans who had ruled for ages. The world was about to change forever, as ancient powers clashed and destinies collided on a scale never seen before. Poseidon's journey from darkness to power had only just begun, his future as unpredictable as the sea itself. The gods were free at last, but their greatest test, the war for supremacy, was yet to come, looming on the horizon like a gathering storm. The war for the cosmos was about to erupt, a conflict that would decide the fate of gods and mortals alike. Poseidon, with his siblings by his side, would fight for their rightful place in the universe, determined to forge a new era. The age of the Titans was ending, their power crumbling like the ruins of their once mighty temples. The age of the Olympians was dawning. Poseidon's destiny was calling, and he was ready to answer. The sea, the earth, and the heavens would never be the same again, forever changed by the rise of the new gods. And so, the legend of Poseidon truly began, his story echoing through the ages, a testament to resilience, power, and the unbreakable will of a god. With Cronus finally defeated and the old order crumbling, the Olympians faced the Titans in a war that would shake the very foundations of the world, a conflict known as the Titanomaki, which raged for 10 long, brutal years. Poseidon, newly freed from his prison, fought fiercely alongside his brothers Zeus and Hades, their unity forging a force the Titans had never faced before. The tide of war shifted when the Olympians freed the Cyclopes, master craftsmen who forged weapons of unimaginable power for the brothers, giving them a crucial advantage. Zeus received the thunderbolt, a weapon of pure lightning. Hades was given the helm of darkness, granting him invisibility, and Poseidon claimed the mighty Trident, a symbol of his dominion over the seas. Armed with his trident, Poseidon shattered enemy fortresses and summoned colossal tidal waves, his fury echoing the relentless chaos and power of the sea itself. The Olympians' teamwork and newfound strength overwhelmed the Titans, who were finally cast into the depths of Tartarus, a shadowy prison from which there was no escape. With their victory secured, the three brothers gathered to divide the cosmos, drawing lots to determine their realms and destinies. Zeus claimed the sky and all its storms, Hades took the underworld and its mysteries, and Poseidon embraced the endless, ever-changing sea. The vast, mysterious ocean, teeming with life and secrets, became Poseidon's domain, a kingdom without borders, stretching farther than any eye could see. From that moment, he was Lord of the Sea, master of all its depths and creatures, commanding respect and awe from gods and mortals alike. The world was now ruled by the Olympians, their thrones towering above all, their power shaping the fate of gods and men. Beneath the waves, Poseidon's power was unmatched, his presence felt in every current and every storm that swept the seas. His trident became the enduring symbol of his reign, a mark of authority feared and revered across the ancient world. The sea was his kingdom, and with every wave and current he would shape its destiny for ages to come. The age of the gods had truly begun, their stories echoing through time and myth. Yet Poseidon's story was only just unfolding, with countless adventures and challenges awaiting him beneath the waves. The ocean's secrets were now his to command, and the world would never be the same. Poseidon's rule extended beyond the sea. He was also the Earthshaker. With a strike of his trident, he could unleash earthquakes, raise islands, or split the land. His trident, forged by the Cyclops, was both a weapon and a tool of creation. Calm, he brought fresh springs and gentle streams. Angry, he shattered cities and coastlines. Earthquakes were seen as signs of his displeasure, a reminder of his reach beneath the ground. The Greeks, living in a land of tremors, saw Poseidon's hand in every quake. To anger him was to risk disaster on both land and sea. Poseidon embodied the duality of nature, creator, and destroyer. His trident was the perfect symbol, capable of both giving life and bringing ruin. To the Greeks, Poseidon was a god to be respected, feared, and appeased. Poseidon's true kingdom was the sea, and his moods shaped its every wave. When pleased, the waters were calm and safe for sailors. When angered, storms and monsters threatened all who dared cross. His palace, deep beneath the ocean, was a marvel of coral and gems. From his throne, he ruled over all sea creatures, dolphins, seals, and mythical hippocampi. He often rode a chariot pulled by seahorses, accompanied by Nereids and Tritons. For the Greeks, whose lives depended on the sea, Poseidon's favor was essential. Offerings and prayers were made before every voyage, seeking his protection. The sea was both a highway and a hazard, and Poseidon held the key to survival. His power was absolute beneath the waves. To the ancient Greeks, Poseidon was the sea itself, beautiful, bountiful, and deadly. Keeping him happy was a matter of life and death. Oddly enough, Poseidon was also the god of horses. Known as Poseidon Hippios, he was said to have created the first horse from sea foam, or by striking a rock with his trident. Horses embodied his wild, untamed power, strength, speed, and beauty. The crashing waves were likened to galloping herds linking sea and land. Poseidon was patron of horse breeding and chariot racing, honored at the Isthmian Games. His power over water extended to fresh springs, vital for horses and life on land. The horse became a symbol of status and military might, all under Poseidon's domain. He was as much at home thundering across fields as he was beneath the waves. Poseidon's reach was everywhere, sea, land, and the creatures that bridged both. Poseidon's rivalry with Athena for the patronage of a great city is legendary. Both gods offered gifts. Poseidon struck the Acropolis, creating a saltwater spring, impressive but undrinkable. Athena planted an olive tree, offering food, oil, and wood, a gift of lasting value. The people chose Athena's gift, and the city became Athens. Poseidon, furious at his loss, flooded the plains in anger. Despite defeat, the Athenians respected his power, building a temple at Cape Sunion. The contest showed the difference between raw power and practical wisdom. Poseidon's pride was wounded, but his influence endured. The sea god's temper was legendary, but so was his importance. Even in loss, Poseidon remained a force to be reckoned with. His rivalry with Athena became a defining myth of Greek culture. The olive tree and the salt spring, symbols of two very different kinds of power. Athens honored both gods, knowing the value of each. Like Zeus, Poseidon was known for his passions and many affairs. His wife, Amphitrite, was queen of the sea, but Poseidon's love life was far from simple. He fathered countless children, heroes, monsters, and demigods alike. Some, like Triton and Pegasus, became legends. Others, like Polyphemus, were feared. His unions were often wild and unpredictable, reflecting his own nature. The story of Demeter and the immortal horse Arion shows his relentless pursuit. Poseidon's children carried his legacy across the Greek world. His relationships were rarely gentle, often marked by pursuit and conquest. Through his offspring, Poseidon's influence spread far beyond the sea. His passions shaped myths, heroes, and monsters for generations. Poseidon's anger was legendary and dangerous. His most famous grudge was against Odysseus, who blinded his son, the Cyclops Polyphemus. In revenge, Poseidon made Odysseus's journey home a nightmare of storms and monsters. For 10 years, the sea god's wrath kept the hero from Ithaca. Every obstacle Odysseus faced was Poseidon's doing, a personal vendetta from a god. The Odyssey became a cautionary tale. Never anger the gods, especially Poseidon. His vengeance was relentless, his power absolute. To cross Poseidon was to invite disaster. His wrath shaped legends and changed destinies. The Earthshaker's fury was a force no mortal could withstand. Poseidon's trident was his unmistakable symbol, representing his absolute power over the sea, the force of earthquakes, and the wild spirit of horses. The three-pronged spear was not just a weapon, but a sign of his authority and the reach of his influence across the ancient world. His sacred animals included the horse, dolphin, and bull, each reflecting his strength, vitality, and the untamed energy he commanded. These creatures were often seen as living embodiments of Poseidon's will, connecting the land and sea through his divine presence. Worship of Poseidon was widespread, especially in coastal cities and at the Isthmian Games, where athletic contests honored him and brought communities together in celebration and reverence. Temples, like the one at Cape Sunion, stood as beacons to sailors, guiding them home and offering hope for safe passage. These sanctuaries were places of awe, perched on cliffs where sea and sky met. Offerings and prayers were made for protection from storms and earthquakes, as people sought Poseidon's mercy and favor in times of uncertainty and danger. Poseidon embodied the unpredictable power of nature, both a blessing and a threat, capable of bringing prosperity or devastation with a single gesture. He was more than a sea god, creator, destroyer, lover, and avenger. His moods shaped destinies, and his stories filled the hearts of mortals with awe and respect. The Greeks respected him not just out of fear but understanding. They recognized the balance he maintained between chaos and order, and honored him for the mysteries he held. His influence shaped their world, their myths, and their lives, leaving a mark on art, literature, and the very landscape of Greece. Poseidon's legacy endures as one of the most formidable gods of the Greek pantheon, his image still evoking awe and wonder centuries later. He was the Earthshaker, the master of waves, and the father of legends, his power felt in every trembling ground and surging tide. The sea, the land, and the creatures within them all bore his mark, a testament to his enduring presence in the natural world and in the hearts of his followers. In every storm and every calm, the Greeks saw Poseidon's hand, reminding them of the delicate balance between peace and chaos, and the enduring power of the gods.